Hey Crystal Seekers, welcome to another Final Fantasy Revex's video. We're going to be looking at Yuffie and Tifa. They are new New Age Plus units. Unfortunately, we're not getting a New Age Plus Awakening Yuffie. Of course, now that I have her EX3, of course, they're not going to give it to her, but... So I didn't make a news video about this because like they put out the news portion but not the characters, and then randomly they had them out like during the maintenance, so... We're just gonna make a review about it, I guess. So there, I see this new fad about making a really terrible TMR, but it's a weapon, and it has the fly attack on it, but the weapon is so bad, like 180, 198 attack. You'd probably just use the, unless you don't have like your trust mastery reward, I guess you have to use it. But it's one way to scale them back a little bit because the weapon is not as good. But you'd rather probably use the two-handed dark vision equipment instead. And the STMR is alright. Nothing amazing, just alright. So looks like they're all I don't know, they're SLB again. So you can tell the definitely difference between the two characters we'll be talking about here, because she has a pretty good imperil. It's very similar to Furion's, but this is 5% more. And she has a field effect. She has. I wish this was for for herself, but so 200% all killers for one ally. Okay. And then these units seem to have like some moves where they can like do mod buffs for abilities. 1000% leader skill for Earth, and then pretty strong chaining, but obviously a lot weaker than Cloud or the next unit we'll be talking about. She's okay. She's lacking the 150% amp that we'll be talking about next. I just don't think she's really needed. I feel like she's the weaker of the two, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her like an 8 because the field effect, the multiple weapon imperil, which is good. So she can be brought to multiple fights. 200% killer, all killer. I mean, it's not really that amazing. If it was 250%, you could probably bring her to some places just for that alone. But it's only 200. So yeah, when I looked at her last night before I went to bed, I was a little bit more impressed, but now that I'm woken up and I'm looking at it again, not as impressive. The leader skill is good, but I mean, Earth is whatever Earth right now. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at the next character who actually is the most interesting, and I believe you should probably use, once you have the STMR. You probably should use the two-handed dark vision fist instead of this, because the benefits that it gives are probably not as good as the two-handed, dark vision fist. The STMR is really outdated at this point, but we're still getting it anyways. I mean, this isn't really that amazing, but maybe it gives her more true to wield. The maximum she needs. I'm not sure. I haven't looked. She has a 200% water imperil, which is good, and only EX1. And in EX2 you get the 150% amp, of course, like I mentioned, so pretty good. And for some reason she still has this from like her the Neovision version. So there must be a lore ability or something, because she has it again. And she has like a combination like modifier buff thing where where is it at? I mean, I think it has to be down here somewhere. It's one of these abilities which is like almost as strong as her SLB, which is impressive, I guess. Normal hack hits 2 times. Why? I don't know. What is her normal attack? It's just this. And it gives you 12. It gives you 12 LB crystals, I guess. That's not worth it. Why even include that? It's just yeah. She has the 8 times cap, of course, so that's good. That is good. And she has 600% or 600 times chain cap. So, or no, I'm looking for true dual wield. I'm sleepy right now. I'm sleepy. There's 100%. Get another 100%. Oh boy. Okay, so she's definitely gonna need that S team. That's not a lot of true dual wield, or just dual bonus in general. It's not much. So she's gonna need it. Only 40% fist and peril, so Bosch has 50%, so if you have him, I guess, but what's her amp? So yeah, you could use her with Bosch. I think Bosch is 27 hits, though, I'm not sure. Let's look. No, he's 24, so you could use him with Bosch, or Tifa with Bosch, which is a funny coincidence, but yeah, she has a fire amp, so you could use that. And yes, she also has a fire imbue. So really, you'd want to use her with Cloud because she has things that Cloud's missing. Like he has the breaks, she has the buffs. There's no LB damage buff in here, unfortunately, but this is a 400% buff. It is pretty good, but there's no LB damage buff, which you also need on top of that. But decent in a pinch, I suppose, right? And then 1000% lead for water already. We're getting another leader like that. And then of course she's right behind Cloud. She's not as strong as Cloud, but she's second in terms of the damage spreadsheet. So that's not a bad thing to have. I'm definitely going to be pulling because I need her, what she offers. She can chain with Rain, the water one, because she also has, he has 24 hit LB or SLB, so this works out. And it looks like she might be an overdrive character. Okay, we need to look at the news. She is an overdrive character. Okay, so Yuffie is not, but we already know she's the lead. We already looked at the leader skill. So I think Tifa is definitely the better of the bunch. Like, there's no question about that. You should probably pull for Tifa. I think most people would anyways, but I think that's something you should just do. So Tifa's really good. I think that she's gonna have some true dual problems. So her S teamer is definitely mandatory at this point, I think. But other than that, very good unit. Hopefully I can get her with the lapis that I have left. I'm gonna give her a 9. I think that's fair, giving her 9 out of 10. I think she's very good. I mean, the stats prove it by being second best already, better than Red 13. Yeah, water's looking pretty good. Like, water's looking really good right now. I mean, fire can be also potentially very powerful because you can include her in there. Light is also, you know, a thing now. You can use New Plus Awaken Squall. I believe he has 24 hits, so you could do that too. Alright, so there's not much else. There's no New Plus Awakening, surprisingly. I thought they would... There's still the other Yuffie, but there's a Yuffie on the banner, so they probably didn't want to do that. There is the Barret, I guess. They could have done that, but... Maybe that's just too much out of their, you know, wheelhouse, but okay. So hopefully there'll be a New Plus Awakening eventually this month. I like looking at them at least. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about these characters. Are you excited for them? I know that there's Cloud just came out, and back to back there's gonna be another banner unit that you'd want to pull. So now potentially you have to save for for Cloud and Tifa. There is no Aerith, so at least you don't have to worry about that. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do a part 3, but if they do, that'd be crazy. That's just too much to pull. You can't expect people to pull 3 banners back to back like that. So, alright guys, see you in the next video. Peace.